You're so sparkly. Really enjoying that. Well, thank you all for being here. So yeah, Love That For Us is out now. I'm not going to reach for it. It's a thing that you can get from Kevin, who's over there. Kevin is amazing. Okay. But I will start off reading a poem for Sam, my bestie I wrote this chapbook with. And this poem came out of a prompt challenge that we gave each other to kind of write in the other person's voice. So this is like a celebration of Sam. It also turned out to be a bit of a roast. He's so outgoing, and I am not that. So this is called Self-Portrait as a Wild Extrovert for Sam. I have 600 dear friends. I hug each of them daily. I never need a mint, but I'm always ready to offer 1 or 600. I love and know a lot about biking/baking. I love and know a lot about Celine Dion, thanks to my mom, who is, if I absolutely had to pick one, but who am I kidding? Of course, she's my best friend. Once every 5 years, I might feel a smidge of sadness. And when I do, I just sit down, maintaining impeccable, approachable posture, and breathe. I breathe like the very well-organized, very wall-less ad agency I've run since birth. I breathe like breathing is my oldest dear friend named Daphne, whom I still call every night before bed to say, you are an incandescent multiverse. Don't you forget it. And that never fails to do the trick. This next one, I would like to dedicate to Catherine O'Hara, the great. I never use this word, but genius, comedic genius, who passed recently, and yeah, you'll see why. This is called I Invite My Parents to a Dinner Party. In the invitation, I tell them for the 17th time, the 4th in writing, that I am gay. In the invitation, I include a picture of my boyfriend and write, you've met him 2 times. But this time, you will ask him things other than, can you pass the whatever. You will ask him about him. You will enjoy dinner. You will be enjoyable. Please RSVP. They RSVP. They come. They sit at the table and ask my boyfriend the first of the conversation starters I slip them upon arrival. How is work going? I'm like the kid in Home Alone, orchestrating every movement of a proper family, as if a pair of scary yet deeply incompetent burglars is watching from the outside. My boyfriend responds in his chipper way. I pass my father a bowl of fishball soup. So comforting, isn't it? My mother smiles her best, sitting with her son's boyfriend, who is a boy, smile. I smile my, hooray, we're doing a little better, smile. Everyone eats soup. Then my mother turns to me, whispers in Mandarin, is he coming with you for Thanksgiving? My good friend is, and she wouldn't like this. I'm like the kid in Home Alone, pulling on the string that makes my cardboard mother more motherly, except she is not cardboard. She is already, exceedingly, my mother, waiting for my answer. While my father opens up a Boston Globe, when the invitation clearly stated, no security blankets. I'm like the kid in Home Alone, except the home is my apartment, and I'm much older, and not alone, and not the one who needs to learn, has to. Remind me, what's in that recipe again? My boyfriend says to my mother, as though they have always easily talked, as though no one has told him many times what a non-linear slapstick meets slasher flick meets psychological pit he is now co-starring in. Remind me, he says, to our family. Last poem. This is really new. Very new poem. An evening discussion. What if we got a gun? I whispered. From my pillow to you on yours. I'm so against it in theory, I continued. But in practice, and these days. Then I burst, became a wave of laughter, and you joined me. We were a tidal giggle. And then I felt a huge wobble, some cosmic shudders, perhaps from a god with skin problems, unresolved from adolescence. Unreleased from adolescence, childhood, I saw how I was spiritually still in uncomfortable overalls, and overall, over none of it. You too, it seemed, as what you said next was, what if I became a bodybuilder? You said you spoke this to me at normal volume, like it was regular info at Planet Fitness and Galaxy Muscle, and not our bedroom, our bed. What if you said I bodybuilt so good, so Arnold, to the point of the world turning totally unhomophobic? Not a speck of homophobia left, not one subatomic particle, a miserable homophobe, the whole damn globe. Amazing, right? And I said, or I could become a stronger writer, more cutting in my musings, more ferocious in my music. In bed, in response, you looked at me fondly, perhaps the fondest you've ever looked at me, and said, baby, you will. But how about we do both? Both, I asked, writing and bodybuilding? Writing, you said, and the gun.